Hey there, Tom here from FIBONACCI'S.com here. I hope everybody's enjoying this long weekend. Thank you very much for joining another Top Stocks to Watch edition. Please do the like, subscribe, share with friends, and without any further ado, let's check my top stocks to watch for the coming week. We'll go over the charts on the daily and on the weekly. Zoom in, zoom out, multi-time frames to get a better point of view of price action. Adobe is the first name on the list. We have been following Adobe for the past 2 or 3 weeks. We have been waiting for a break above the 370 on the daily. Thursday, Friday came bulls, pushed price. Very nice run since 374 towards 415. 11% to the upside in just 2 trading days. Some pullback will be healthy. 405, 396 and 385 to the downside. Let's see continuation towards this red trend line. Trend lines are the true support and resistance for price action, and they are also the roadmap for future price action. If we look on the weekly, next resistance will be the 437. Above it, 490. Next name, AEHR. On the daily, we can clearly see 33.5. Very tough resistance. Breaking up and above, we have this gap at the 36 that will get filled. Above it, 37. Breaking above the 37, we are going towards 42. If we look on the weekly, higher highs, higher lows, uptrend until proven otherwise. Let's see if AEHR, if this name can push all the way towards the upper white trend line. CRWD, CrowdStrike Holdings. We have this white trend line that helps us to identify the higher highs. Now let's see, 146 to the downside is our support. Long continuation above 156 to the upside towards 168 and towards this white trend line. On the weekly, breaking above the 151. Now 144 needs to hold. Then we have 137. Long continuation towards 172. Always zooming in, zooming out to get a better point of view of price action. Clear the noise. Higher the time frame, the bigger the trend, the longer the trend, and easier on the noise. NET, Cloudflare, we are waiting for a break above the 64 area. Then we have 72 and maybe all the way towards 80 and 85. On the weekly, we can clearly see 66 is a very tough resistance. Look left since May of 2022, except this break up and above, then went all the way back down, and now once again 66.2, 66.50 area. It's always an area, it's never a precise level, precise price. It's always an area of a price. 66, 67, breaking up and above 2-3 days. We can assume with high probability 72 and 77 will be next. Rivian, still in a downtrend if you look on the weekly. Lower lows, lower highs, but 1250 is holding. Now we need a break up and above it. 2-3 days above the 1615, above this green trend line. On the daily, 16, tough resistance from support to resistance, long, above 16. And then we have all the levels to manage our risk. And of course, everything you see and hear on this video and in general on my channel is for educational purposes only. Never follow blindly anyone on social media, paid or free services. Check the video I made yesterday about why more than 90% of all traders will fail during their first year. One of the reasons is following blindly other people on social media. Check it out. Let me know what you think. STX, trend line, resistance. Waiting for a break up above. Prefer above the 64.80 to the upside. Also on the weekly, we can see a very tough resistance, this red trend line, 2-3 days above it, maybe above, waiting above 65.60, and then we're going towards the 70 and the 73. TWLO, TWLO is the ticker. On the daily, 63 to the upside, 59 to the downside, long above, short below, following price using levels and trend lines to show us the way where price might be heading next. As you can see, this white trend line, very tough resistance for the lower highs since February. So breaking up and above this white trend line, closing above it, closing above the 63 area. On the weekly, we can clearly see a double bottom scenario if you want. Let's see continuation above the 63, towards the 70, towards the 80. Above 80, we are going 116. Wells Fargo WFC. On the weekly, we can see 41 area, 42 area from support. Now resistance. Let's see continuation above it, 2-3 days above it. Next will be the 42.35. Then we have 43.90, 45.80. Wolf still in a downtrend, but very interesting price action. As you can see, this red trend line helps us to identify the lower lows since January of 2021. But now, in the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we had doji of a trend line, reversal candle, continuation. Now we are waiting for continuation above 51 towards the 55, closing this gap over here at the 56, and then towards 60. Let's see where Wolf is taking us. On the weekly, 53.60, 59 our next resistance. No watch list is complete without an AI stock, so next is AI. If you follow me on Twitter and you saw past weeks top stocks to watch, you know these trend lines, you know the blue trend line, you know this yellow trend line. Beginning of May, we have been waiting for this downtrend to give us a bounce of this yellow trend line, and we got it over here. Since then, 60% gains or so. Now we are looking for the continuation towards this blue trend line. If we zoom out to the weekly, we can see that this white trend line, which here it's blue, here it's white, the color doesn't really matter. All it matters is that we need to understand that trend lines are the true support and resistance for price action, and also future roadmap for price action. With high probability, this white trend line will act as a very tough resistance. Breaking up and above it, we are going towards 54. Check the links in the description below if you want to take your trading journey to the highest level. We have the one-on-one live mentorship program. We have the online 6 hours, 49 lessons. Both programs will gain you lifetime access for support, guidance, and all Discord channels. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, will be much appreciated. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for more educational resources. Until tomorrow's opening bell, enjoy the rest of your weekend.